Hello, my friends, it's Megabyte here, and we're bringing you a Super Formula Lights race from Sebring. That's right, it's the open setup variant. That means 30 minutes of slicing and dicing around here, and it's pretty bumpy stuff. We're the number 6 car. So far, we've qualified 5th. It's a 2.5K strength of field, and hopefully we're just going to survive and not get into any incidents because there's a lot of places it can go wrong with this car at this track. Let's grid up and see how it goes. All right, we're gridded up. Let's get the green lights and go.
Green, green, green.
We're barreling down towards turn 1. Who's gonna kill who?
Right side, clear.
We survived.
On your left, still there. Clear on the left. Right side,
Bro,
still there. Still there. Clear.
Got him. Whoops. Can't do that on cold tires.
There's an incident behind. Slow down. You got a penalty for cutting the course. Clear on the right. Right side. Keep to the left. Clear. Left side. Clear on the left. Car on your left. Keep to the right.
Got a 4X somewhere out of that.
You're in fifth. Still there. Hold the line. Still there. Hold the line. Clear on the left.
Yeah. I guess, yeah, when he slowed down, I got into the back of him pretty hard there. He's taking a crazy line through there.
We got damage on the front end.
I do have some front end damage now. Okay.
Right side. Clear. Right side. Clear on the right. Left side. Keep to the right. Still there. Clear.
yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can catch back up to that front pack, but I kind of doubt it. They're all super quick.
Left side. Still there. Still there. Hold the line. You're in fourth position. Clear on the left. Car on your left. Clear on the left.
think somebody got knocked out up ahead. Because we weren't in fourth at the front of this group before, were we? Oh, big incident behind. That took a little pressure off. All right, settle down. Find the pace, find the groove. That's not finding the groove. That's making a groove out in the grass. Not the kind of groove we were talking about.
Lap of the session.
I'm pretty happy with fourth place. If I can hold on to this, I'll be good. But if these boys behind start working together, they can catch up pretty quick. Or I make a mistake, which isn't out of the question. Yeah, these guys at the front have definitely put in a lot more time than I have. They are fast.
P1, just set the fastest lap. 51.411.
Yeah, hit the hyperdrive.
Lap of the session.
Franco back here is trying to make some inroads. Good run through the hairpin though. Can't touch that curve. That's bad news. He's almost in the draft. Not quite though. Not quite in the draft. Oh, geez, looks like a huge accident behind. Wonder what happened there. Well, yeah, it's Florida. Of course it looks better. Yeah, he sent me a picture from down there. That's pretty cool. Glad he was able to get approved to do that.
With the car in P1, just in the fastest lap. 51.403. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Yeah, it can be tumultuous, but it's definitely a blessing to have a lot of family and be able to be with them. It's like Franco disconnected. His car must have got damaged with that incident we saw in our rearview mirror. Front pack is definitely pulling away from us. But it looks like we're holding the gap to the people behind us, so far so good. Not the cleanest run through there. You got a ticket for doing 90 and a 55? What the heck were you doing 90 and a 55 for?
Thanks.
Oh, you were able to get it reduced because you had a camera on it. That's cool. Of course, the cop didn't get in trouble. He just made a mistake.
Car in P1, just set the fastest lap. 51.375.
Well, try to keep Samuel behind us here. Doesn't look like we're going to catch anybody in front of us. Just avoid making any big mistakes so we can keep Samuel behind us, and I'll be pretty happy with a P4. Looks like P2 and 3 could start fighting, though. Never know what could happen there. We do have some lap traffic between us here. Keep trying different lines through Sunset. I think I like the later turn in better. Uh-oh. We got a raid coming in. J-Bass Blast. Bringing the heat. Hope you had a good stream, buddy. I hope you're planning on participating in the Mustang hosted event that I'm doing in about 45 minutes. But if you're ending your stream, I get the feeling that that's not going to happen. But anyway, thanks for the raid. Hope you had a good one. Welcome, everybody. We're holding down 4th place in this Super Formula Lights race. Trying to keep hold of it until the end of the race. Got another 12 minutes to not screw it up.
J-Bass Blast just raided with 4 views.
V10 in the roar. Oh, you gotta do some real car work, huh? Real life, such a drag. That's what's great about fixing your virtual race car. You just press the reset button and it's done. Yeah, that wider line is faster, I think, through Sunset.
Oh, yeah!
Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Went golfing. What's going on? He just short-circuited, folks. Join the conversation.
Gaining on the car in front. The gap is 5 seconds.
Oh, looks like we gained on P3 a little bit. He must have made a mistake. E5 is gaining on us though too. We gotta watch out here.
It's going well. Keep at it.
Now that old Sammy Roberts behind me can see my wang, he's coming after me. I think him and the guy there behind him are working together.
Car in P1, just set the fastest lap. 51.224.
She's getting super loose through there. There we go. We widen that gap behind us again.
What happened?
Faith+1 just did a subscription. He's crazy. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. If anybody in the channel right now hasn't checked out the YouTube channel yet, make sure you go do that too, because I'm putting up a ton of new content right now.
Go left.
Super fun, and we're almost at 100 subscribers over there, so love to see 100 subscribers here before the end of the month. That'd be awesome. You hate commercials. I don't run too many. I run the minimum amount they let me run on my channel right now.
534.
But unfortunately, I can't shut them all the way off.
You're now in third.
Sweet. Podium, baby.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
6.5 minutes to go. Can we hold on to P3? Almost got the draft of this lap car. Oh shoot, Faith+1's promising a gift sub if we can get some more people in here. Tell your friends.
Idiot.
Get over to my channel right now and you get a free sub. Like a sub sandwich? That sounds good right now. It's hanging in the air.
Alright. Clear on the right.
Four and a half minutes to go. Rear tires are starting to feel it.
Eyes on Luca.
Clear on the right.
It's a fixed setup race. We're just using the iRacing fixed setup. Schoolie. Axuli? Axuli? Is that how you say it? Yeah, I didn't want anybody to have to worry about setups. That felt really quick through there. Car's definitely light on fuel now. What, 2 more laps now? Yeah, you wouldn't be the only one. You wouldn't be the only one, Faith. There's plenty of people on here every day that just run into people. Unfortunately.
About 2 laps of fuel left.
Oh, there's people that do it on purpose. There's people that do it on accident, but there's also people that do it on purpose. They don't usually last very long. I think if you practice a little bit, you might get it. Just takes a lot of practice. At first, if you were racing in this split, 100% you'd be last. If you jumped right in here and tried to race in this race that I'm racing in right now, you would definitely either be wrecked or very last place. There's no question. But at the same time, I mean, look at the couple of guys that are ahead of me. You know, they're 20 seconds up the road. That's how much faster they've gone over the 30 minutes of this race. So, not like I'm the top tier either, you know? Ooh, a little deep there. Not throwing away on the last lap here. We got 2.5 second gap out back. We're pretty safe.
We have about 1 lap of fuel left.
Probably just take it easy for this last lap here. That should do it. We just got to make it through sunset. Look at that, P3 getting on the podium. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, back to the start of this one. We got off to a pretty good launch, but so did everybody else around us, and we started battling right away here. A lot of guys sniffing into turn one, but this HIMO setup, I'll tell you what, gave me a pretty good advantage with the high-speed corners and down the straights. Through the lower speed stuff, some of these guys had a little bit more pace, but I think at that point their skill probably held them back from really doing anything. It was really only like the top 3 guys in here that were really bringing it today. Not a super competitive field. Wasn't a ton of signups. I think everybody's doing the roar before the 24 right now. But we had a pretty decent little battle here with Dennis, Portu, and who was the other guy that was involved? The green car here, Lewis. Yeah. Let's kind of watch things unfold here, because for a minute there we were side by side through just about every corner, and it made for some pretty entertaining racing, but it definitely got my heart racing for the first part of the race and used up some tires. Hey, Faith Plus One, thanks for hanging out, my friend. I guess nobody got your gifted sub offer, as we've dropped off back to only a few viewers right now, but that's the way it is. Yeah, I still don't think I have the best line through sunset figured out with this car. I was trying to bleed off a slowdown right here, but these guys didn't seem to get what I was doing. So we ended up going 3 wide into sunset, and I believe right there is where I ended up tapping the rear end of the car in front. Yep, right here. Ended up getting a 4X for that. I'm thankful that it didn't end up taking him out of the race at all. That would have been a major bummer. I do believe he ended up getting knocked out of the race a little bit later on here. After I passed them both, it looked like they both just braked really late into the hairpin, and there was a bit of an incident. So let's let it play here until we find that. Overall, pretty fun race. Second half got a little boring, but I mean, for a driver, even in that second half, like, I was watching that gap behind me the whole time. That's what's keeping the pressure. If you're not just stretching out the gap super easy to the guy behind you, then you always know, hey, just a small mistake or something, Could easily put any of these guys behind me right back in the game, so it keeps the pressure on. Good in-car view right here. I kept just kind of bothering this guy a little bit, taking him off his line. Right there, that was a perfect example of I got him to compromise his entry to that corner so that I could have more speed on him down the next straight. Going around the outside through the double left-hander, and then I've got the inside line going into this section and able to carry off the pass pretty handily right there. And then here's where my car just had better straight line speed. The setup had better straight line speed than these guys, because all these guys should have been catching me like crazy going down this straight. And they weren't. So I believe this lap is where we see the major collision going into the hairpin. These guys kept getting on my outside going through Sunset there, which is what was telling me I wasn't maximizing my speed through that corner for sure. So then we're able to hold the outside here through turn 1 as well, which was pretty impressive stuff. I think if we scan forward just a little bit, I think these boys get themselves in some trouble right here. These Duke boys get themselves in some trouble. Side by side down to the hairpin, they touch wheels under braking. That locks him up, and yeah, bye-bye. Thanks for playing. You are now out of the race. So then I had Franco Shiny? I don't know. Franco was actually closing me down for a little bit there, but nothing really came of it. So I want to look ahead though, because okay, so here's where Franco lost it in the last corner. Oh geez, he was so close to wrecking that other guy too. Rear tires are a little hot now, bud. You're gonna want to be careful. All right, so looking through the incidents here though, I'm hoping to see, because all of a sudden the guy that was in P3, I believe, wrecked. And that's what gave us the final step on the podium. This is some good racing back here. Further back in the pack. This is Franco again. Oh boy. I think this is, yeah, I think he probably finally called it quits after that one. Andrea Amekis. Oh, that's what happens when you try to brake too late, trying to throw it into the hairpin. Okay, so here's Porto Silva. I believe he was the one in third place. Wasn't he? He ended up finishing 17th. He made that mistake, and I think I caught up to him a little bit. And then Jose here makes this mistake. Rear tires are hot now. He's probably going to lose the back end again. Yep, sure does. Christian, what are you going to do? Oh, looks like he's all right. Here's Juan. Same paint job, though. Oh, I think he made a little bit of contact with the other car right there. They kept it clean through there, though. That's a tricky spot. Tricky spot to keep it clean. They are nip and tuck with each other here. Wow. This looks like an accident waiting to happen. Well, nothing came of it. All right, so here's... Hold on, let's see here. Yeah, so at this point, I've got Gianluca and Porto Silva ahead of me. So, but this is the leaders, Alessandro, Matt Schultz, and then I believe this guy was a lapped car. So I think this Porto Silva, I think this is the one that ended his race and allowed us to take P3. And that pretty much, oh, and so then this is the lapped car. I believe this is after the race. No. Oh, these guys are at it again. Oh! Tried to mount him. Let's go see if I can figure out how to drive a Mustang after doing these formula cars, huh? That'll be interesting. I gotta give everybody some chance of winning my hosted event. This is Samuel Roberts, who was chasing me down for a little bit, but ended up P5. But I think that about wraps it up for most of the action here. We come home P3 after starting P5 or P6, actually. So pretty good result. Let's go take a look at them. All right, here's our results. 66 I rating gained, lost 0.01 safety rating with 6 incident points in that race. Wasn't the cleanest race, but man, we had a little bit of fun battling with a few of those guys that eventually ended up getting kind of wrecked out there. And then Samuel Roberts there for a minute was keeping me honest, but geez, Matt Schultz and Alessandro drove away from us like we were a bunch of schlubs. They are both much higher I rating than the rest of the field, so kind of to be expected. I had a little more fun at Sebring with the Super Formula Light than I thought, but gosh, I do not really like these bumpy tracks in the Formula cars. It just isn't that much fun, but hey, if you got a chance, check it out. We'll see you next time.